Some people, young or old, who don't really have a good laid out plan for the long 6 week holiday, or if you're at uni, even longer than that. One of the biggest issues that we face in today's society is how many people are not really interacting with those who are around them in a face on face kind of way. And many people have turned to either social media or screens to fill up their time. And this has really brought about a lot of psychological and social problems as well. While I was preparing today's presentation, I came to realize something that I knew about before, but I didn't really pay much attention to, and that is antisocial behavior among young children has become so out of control because of people not knowing how to verbally express themselves anymore. A lot of people are really dependent on expressing themselves through a message or something of that sort. And that's why when you ask them to talk, when you ask them to say something, when you ask them to express themselves in a useful sentence, they stutter and they all this, that, they don't know what to say. And also, a lot of other things that we have as far as technology is concerned, we have become unfortunately so much negatively exposed to. And inshallah, I'm going to give some examples, but just to hint, there are a new kind of brand of things that are used among professional gamers or gamer addicts, that they wear nappies in order for them to make sure that they don't miss out on any of the seconds or minutes while they are playing some marathon game that they're not able to avoid and turn away from the screen. And this is like something genuine that occurs especially in certain Asian countries where that addiction is really, really bad, that they have a gamer addiction boot camp that people send their children to. Why do you need to have a good plan, a laid out plan, a schedule? Because ultimately you want to be someone who is productive. You want to be someone who contributes. You want to be someone who is advancing and going forward and developing yourself in a good way, in a positive way. You're always making improvements in what it is that you live by. And you can only do that through skills, life skills, through experience, through interaction, through making sure that you have a routine that you live by, that you're not some couch potato, that you're not a lazy person who doesn't have anything laid out or planned for the day. You just like to, wake up whenever you want to, go to sleep whenever you want to, do whatever you want to, and have absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. Why is it that in these countries we have major issues like obesity or addictions to things that, are really damaging to us, morally damaging, socially damaging, and everything else? When you are someone who has goals that you want to accomplish in your life, you're going to try to work around it to get to those goals in your life. But you need to be proactive for that. You need to have a good set plan for all of that. And that's really, really important. So what do you do? Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So what do? Of course, you're going to need to make sure that you have an idea in what it is that you're doing. Are you, for example, going to spend your time watching television? Where's Ali? Are you going to spend your time going fishing or reading books or playing game or this or that? What are you going to do? Or sleeping? And this, I really liked this picture because that's pretty much how we've all become, isn't it? That this mobile phone has become our third hand. It's, you know, so much a part of our lives that it's like feeding off of our blood, and it's connected to us, and we feel regenerated when we, you know, have our mobile phone, or we feel a sense of maybe comfort or control or safety. But the reality is that a mobile phone, and this is what statistics say, make you more stressed. It makes you more anxious. On an average, people check their mobile phones around about 48 times an hour. It makes you more anxious. It makes you stress more. Once upon a time, if someone came 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes late, you know, parents wouldn't go into panic mode or anything of that sort. But now, if you don't answer your phone in the second ring, right, parents go crazy, and then they start verbally abusing their son or daughter. Hassan, ya ibn al-fulan, what did you do? Why didn't you answer the phone? I was thinking someone kidnapped you, someone took your kidneys and selling it on the black market, and all these other negative things that come into our mind. Yeah, good on you walking in front of the camera. Sit down. Now, we really need to come to understand that social media is really damaging us. You know that there are a lot of psychologists out there who have made extensive studies, and they've said the more social media you use, the more depressed you become. The more social media you use, the lower self-esteem you have. The more social media you use, the more antisocial you become. No one is saying that you need to abandon all of these things. Use what you can, but with balance, under control. You know how many people sleep with their mobile phones, and in the middle of the night, you know, wake up from a nightmare, and the first thing that they do is, again, go to their phone, go to check their status, go to find out if some person is messaging them or whatnot. Can one of the girls go to the back and ask the younger girls to stop doing backflips and come and join us? Thank you. Now, that's why I'm showing here some statistics on what you can easily find on the internet, you know, and you realize how big of a problem it is, that instead of you falling asleep while reciting Ayatul Kursi or Tasbihat of Fatima Zahra alayhi salam or things like that, you're falling asleep, and the last thing that you're doing is you're watching something on Netflix or something on YouTube. And if you're a young kid on YouTube, you're going to be watching someone else playing with a game or doing something. We already spoke about that. And that's why we always find that to be really, really weird, where little kids watch other people play games. That's really depressing as well. It's like as if you yourself don't have games for you to play with. Why would you do that? We don't know. Did you know that the majority of people don't have any kind of outdoor activities? And if they do, they don't know how to play outdoor. If they go outdoors in their backyard or some park or something like that, they don't know how to have fun. It turns into either a fight or picking on someone or bullying or anything of that sort. Why are you laughing, Haidar? Yeah. Nothing. Why are you laughing, Jojo? Yeah, you know why. That's all because we really haven't learnt these simple things that people used to do in the olden days when they didn't have screens and computers and laptops and all that other stuff. You know, you're probably too young and it wasn't in your generation, but I vividly remember how we were and how creative we were in having fun. And you would use the weirdest of things for you to spend hours and hours in having fun. This was way before Bob G and all these other things. And what did Hussein ask me about? Fortnite and whatnot. So look at all of that nature that we have out there and people aren't utilizing it. It's all about life skills, what you want to do in how you are interacting with someone, how you speak with someone, how you become a leader, how you gain leadership skills, how you are able to work with others, and also how you can become ambitious and positive. You don't have these weird phobias. Didn't we mention this a while ago, that there's some people who have the weirdest of phobias, like marshmallow phobia or zaytun phobia. Look it up on YouTube. Zaytun phobia. They have phobia of olives, for example, right? These kind of, where do they come from? Or mental instability, you know, depression and anxiety and this and that. One of the things of avoiding all of this is by you detaching from the screen and having a good, adventurous kind of life. That's really, really important, especially for your future if you want to get somewhere in life. The biggest problem is that there are so many people out there who procrastinate. And procrastinating, who knows what procrastinating means? Put your hand up. Yes, Nike. Thank you very much. Is that what you were going to say, Nisar?
Yeah, I concur.
Thank you. So procrastinate means that you've got something that needs to be done, but you just postpone it and you delay it. You say, I'm gonna do it. Never say, I can't. Yeah, who said that? Hussein. Yeah, never say I can't when I don't. That's and also never say I'm gonna. Just do it. If you want, if there is something for you to do, then do it then and there. You don't know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. You don't know if something pops up tomorrow. If you have the time, you have the opportunity, do it, and do it straight away. Is everyone reading all these things that I'm writing? Because I'm not going through them one by one, but I want you to go through them and read them and learn about these things and think of them. Okay? Finding a hobby is also something that you're able to do in these long holidays of yours. Maybe during your school term at school or uni, you might not have enough time, or maybe even at work, you might not have enough time to do something that you might be passionate about, or maybe you don't have a hobby. Think of a hobby that you're going to be interested